It's time for the Morning Quickie with Sir William, the Duchess, and Cubbie Curt.
Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. I'm Cubbie Curt, filling in once again for Sir William Guerin, who is out with computer troubles, but he should be back within the next day or two. Hopefully, at the earliest, he'll be back tomorrow. But with it being Monday, you had a long weekend, probably watched some football, had some fun with your friends, maybe went out and had to a few events that we mentioned in the community calendar last week. But we're going to get you started off, as we always do, on the Morning Quickie with your news headlines. And we're going to start off with McHenry County breweries that are feeling the effect of the government shutdown. Local breweries are feeling the impact of the shutdown, the partial government shutdown that began on December 22nd, and as of Saturday became the longest partial shutdown in U.S. history. President Donald Trump is edging closer to declaring a national emergency to pay for his long-promised U.S.-Mexico border wall, although the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau, which regulates the brewing industry, is one of the affected agencies. The Bureau is charged with reviewing and approving new beers with either exotic or non-traditional ingredients, and issuing licensing that allows new breweries to begin operations. Once the Bureau reopens, there likely will be a backlog of applications that would cause delays in both the release of new beers and issuance of brewers' notices, which allow breweries to sell beer to the public. In 2018, the agency approved an average of 94 beer labels daily. Labels refers to kegs, beers that are packaged and sold, and growlers in some circumstances. The TBB also approved more than 2,000 new formulas. On one of his last days in office, Governor Bruce Rauner killed a consolidation bill that would have given McHenry County voters the power to eliminate townships at the polls. Rauner, set to relinquish his seat to Governor-elect J.B. Pritzker today, signed a mandatory veto of House Bill 4637 about 3:30 p.m. Friday. The governor took issue with the bill's focus on McHenry and Lake counties and recommended a statewide expansion of legislation's terms. Rauner also rejected a provision in the bill that mandates the abolition of road districts in Lake and McHenry counties that manage fewer than 15 miles of road. State Representative David McSweeney of Barrington Hills, who is a Republican who carried the bill through the Illinois House, said that Rauner's veto represents an appropriate end cap to his final days in office. Again, the bill would have allowed voters to submit a petition of signatures, including at least 5% of the number of voters in a previous comparable election, requesting a referendum. Another provision allows the trustees of any township in the county to pass a resolution calling for a referendum asking whether the township should be dissolved. An 11-year-old boy was rescued after falling through a frozen Naperville retention pond. He was rescued yesterday afternoon by Naperville Fire and Police Department's authorities said. Firefighters found the boy in the middle of the frozen pond in an apartment complex about 4:55 p.m. in the 1300 block of McDowell Road after someone called 911. The department said in a news release the boy told rescuers that his feet were stuck in the muddy bottom. The responders threw a boy a rescue disc on a rope, which was used to pull him to the surface of the icy pond, and hoisted him onto dry land within 4 minutes. EMS Bureau Chief James Kabinski said in that release. The fire department released a 90-second video of the rescue, which shows the boy in the center of an ice pond over wearing a coat and a hat. In the video, the boy is seen swimming toward the disc and grabbing it. While he kept hold of it, rescuers pulled the boy toward the shore with the rope as a diver jumped into the water and swam toward him. When they met, the diver rotated and swam behind the boy until he was pulled onto the snowy ground and helped to his feet. Authorities walked him toward an ambulance where he received medical treatment. He was taken to Edward Hospital where his condition was stabilized. And finally, this weekend, we got a little bit of a dusting, as what the weather people would have called it, but we ended up getting actually a few inches of snow up here in the northwest suburbs. But parts of central Illinois have registered record snowfalls after a winter storm struck over the weekend, as we all know by now. Springfield State Journal-Register is reporting that the state capitol actually broke a 55-year record for daily snowfall on Saturday. It cites that the National Weather Service was saying about 8.4 inches of snow that fell on the city broke a previous record for January 12th in 1964, which was 6.6 inches. The storm began Friday and lasted into Sunday. The Weather Service says 11.5 inches of snow fell on Springfield over the 3 days. Jacksonville, some 30 miles west of Springfield, outdid that total. It got up to 16 inches, prompting school officials to cancel classes for today. And now for a check of your weather, here is the Duchess.
Good day, Suburbia. This is the Duchess, and here's our 7-day forecast. Today, partly cloudy skies, a high of 28. Tonight, you'll see a low of 24. Then tomorrow, clouds with a high of 32. Wednesday, partly cloudy, a high of 29. Unfortunately, Thursday and Friday, clouds continue, highs of 30. And then on Saturday, we could see some more snow showers with a high of only 19. Sunday, morning clouds and afternoon sunshine, but you'll only see a high of 12.
And of course, with it being Monday, Duchess, what is today's special day?
Today, we're celebrating National Clean Off Your Desk Day. I think that sounds like a great idea to start the year off with a fresh, clean desk.
Yeah, that's something that I've had on my to-do list for 2019, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Hopefully I'll get to it this week. Stay tuned to find out. And now let's get a look at your community calendar. You have 2 more days, today and tomorrow, to participate in the Christmas tree recycling taking place here in McHenry County. Drop-off sites include the Glacial Park in Ringwood off of Harts Road and Route 31, Rush Creek in Harvard at Twin Oaks, the parking area west of Pond, the Algonquin Township headquarters, of course, which is at 3702 U.S. Highway Route 14 in Crystal Lake. Tinsel and decorations must be removed from the trees. If the trees are transported in a bag, please remove the bag. Commercial drop-offs are prohibited. Trees are, of course, processed into mulch, which will be available free of charge at a later date. Contact the McHenry County Conservation District for more information. Again, that goes in from today and tomorrow, the last 2 days of that, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
On January 16th at noon, meet me at Tacos Locos for a ribbon cutting. It's not for Tacos Locos, however, they are hosting it in honor of Mo Fitness meal prep services. They provide quick, affordable, healthy meals for athletes and everyday people. I can tell you from the Duchess Fit side, this sounds like a beautiful marriage. I can't wait to talk to the owners of Mo Fitness meal prep services. If you've never been to a ribbon cutting here in Huntley, they're super fun. It's a great way to get to know the new business owners and support them. It's January 16th at noon. And again, it's located at Tacos Locos, 12132 South Illinois 47. For more information, you can check it out online at huntleychamber.chambermaster.com. This Friday night, come out to Jazzercise Crystal Lake Premier Fitness Center for a girls' night out. You Glow Girl is Friday, January 18th. Doors open at 6:15 p.m. and class starts at 6:30 p.m. This is a team-taught Jazzercise event that you won't want to miss. Lights out, you'll be glowing with all of your girlfriends. 80 minutes of calorie torching, muscle burning, endorphin pumping dance mix team taught by your Jazzercise, Crystal Lake, and Woodstock instructor crew. For more information, you can go to our Facebook page for Jazzercise Crystal Lake Premier Fitness Center.
Taking place on Saturday, January 19th from 5 to 9 p.m. Come to Color Me Mine in Crystal Lake to taking part of Pajama Night. It's a reoccurring event, so it happens throughout the month and other days and times, located at the Crystal Lake Color Me Mine location. But wear comfy and meet creative. $1 studio fees from 5 to 9 p.m. when you wear your favorite pajamas. Grab a friend and join in the fun. Walk-ins are welcome. You can find more information at their website and on Facebook.com. Just go ahead and look up the Color Me Mine Pajama Night on Facebook, and you can find more information there. Of course, Color Me Mine in Crystal Lake is located at 40 North Williams Street in Crystal Lake, Illinois. Zip code, if you need it at all, is 60014.
You know him, you love him. He's our guy, Cubbie Curt, with today's sports update.
Yes, it is time for your sports update here on the Morning Quickie. And All the home teams yesterday, or over the weekend, I should say too, won in the NFL. That was the Chiefs winning 31-13 over the Colts, the Rams edging the Cowboys 30-22, the Patriots stomping on the LA Chargers 41-28, and the Saints coming from behind to rally after two early scores from the Eagles to end the Eagles' chances of trying to become defending Super Bowl champs. 20-14 the final in that one. Games will take place on Sunday the 20th with a 2:05 kickoff between the Rams and the Saints in New Orleans, and of course the Chiefs and the Patriots. You can catch that game at 5:40 p.m. The winner of those two games will go on to the Super Bowl, which will be February 3rd at 5:30 p.m. in Atlanta. And if you have any interest at all and you're a big football fan, the AFC and the NFC will play in the Pro Bowl on the 27th, the week just leading up to the Super Bowl. Patriots fans, though, this could be the last run with Rob Gronkowski, who is contemplating about weighing in his retirement options, per Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network and NFL.com, as he did prior to the 2018 season. According to that report, those who know Gronkowski well have said that the season has been taking an emotional toll on him, and perhaps he is strongly considering retiring last year, but it put him in a place where it was difficult to get fired up for this season. And Gronkowski hasn't seemed to be the same elusive personality that we've gotten to know him as. Gronkowski is 29 years old, and he's having one of the worst statistical seasons of his career, registering 47 receptions for 682 yards and 3 touchdowns in 13 games. His 16-game averages for the course of the career come out to 72 catches for over 1,000 yards receiving and 10 touchdowns. Blackhawks are coming off 3 straight losses, 2 of them being in overtime, as they went 0-3 on home ice against the Golden Knights, the Predators, and the Calgary Flames. Blackhawks are now on the road again. They're in New Jersey taking on the Devils. 6 o'clock p.m. puck drop tonight from the East Coast. The Bulls have not done much to really make their fans happy in terms of both play on and off the court. The team has struggled a lot recently, and just recently too gave their coach Jim Boylan a raise in salary, and not to the likes of many Bulls fans and Bulls Nation out there, but it doesn't get much easier for them too. They'll be playing LeBron James and the LA Lakers on the West Coast at 9:30 p.m. tip-off on Tuesday, tomorrow, and that'll be again in Los Angeles against the Lakers. Only a few teams are apparently still running for Manny Machado, and the White Sox have appeared to offer him an 8-year deal on the table to the free agent shortstop, according to Jeff Passan of ESPN. The Philadelphia Phillies are also still engaged with Machado as well, while a third mystery team is also in the hunt. Both the White Sox and the Phillies have been targeting him throughout the offseason, while each has used personal relationships to try to sway the 4-time All-Star. Philadelphia recently hired Baltimore Orioles third base coach Bob Dickerson, who, as Matt Gelb of The Athletic noted, is a mentor to Machado. The two worked together from their time when Machado was drafted in 2010 until he was traded to the Dodgers last season at the trading deadline, or just before the trade deadline, I should say. On the White Sox side of things, they signed outfielder John Jay, who, along with Yonder Alonso, who of course the White Sox acquired earlier in the offseason, grew up with Machado in Miami, and they all remain really good friends and still work out together, per Bob Nightingale of USA Today. Although all the offers aren't known yet, the White Sox are clearly serious about the pursuit based on that 8-year deal that they are offering him, which would be the longest the organization has ever given out in their history. On the Cubs side of things, they haven't been in the big news and rumors mills, at least recently, around Bryce Harper or Manny Machado, but they did avoid arbitration with all 7 of their arbitration-eligible players and reached agreements on Friday on 1-year deals, and here are the new contracts for those players. Javier Baez gets a pay raise to $5.2 million. Chris Bryant making just under $13 million at $12.9. Carl Edwards Jr., the reliever, making $1.5 million this season. Kyle Hendricks, he also gets a little bit of a pay raise, going up to $7.405 million. Mike Montgomery accepted a $2.44 million deal, and Addison Russell also took $3.4 million deals, but he'll miss the first 30 days of the season to complete his suspension. His contract will pay him $100,000 for 30, 60, 90, and 120 days he's on the active roster, and he could receive the final $200,000 bonus if he's on the roster by 150 days. Kyle Schwarber also accepted a deal. His is worth $3.39 million. All that information courtesy of Carrie Muscat at MLB.com. I'm Curtis Koch, and that is your morning sports update.
Hi, it's me, the Duchess. Sir William and I would like to thank you so much for joining us for the Morning Quickie. If you would be so kind as to share it with 2 of your closest friends, and please don't forget to click that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks. Make it a great day.